Hey guys, Joe Frank here, market analyst for YouTrading, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a quick look at a trade idea that I'm currently monitoring. It is to do with the S&P 500. This is the S&P 500 chart, as you can see here, or at least this is a CFD that tracks the front month S&P 500 future. One-day candlesticks, and you can see that we continue to trend to the upside, holding above key moving averages, all of which are moving higher. Uh, Actually, we did just about nick um, fresh highs for the year earlier in this session. And to be honest, it looks like we are odds on to test last August's highs above 4,300. Now, specifically about the trade idea that I'm looking at, let's talk about the technicals first. In the short term, we look like we're in quite a nice sort of trend channel. We just hit the top of this trend channel, and there's every chance we could break it to the upside. But if we don't, and this is the trade idea, if we don't break this trend channel to the upside, and if we do get a retracement back lower again, to maybe just below the 21-day moving average there at 4,144, and say the 50-day moving average keeps moving higher and it keeps moving in line with this trend line, that actually might be a quite nice area to potentially be getting back involved again. Um, so what's been driving the market higher recently? There's optimism about the US economy maybe not falling into a recession because jobs data and other economic indicators like the PMIs to do with the service sector have remained strong. Inflation's remained hotter than expected, which is a sign that the underlying economy is still bubbling along um, a nice pace as well. So we've been pricing out recession pessimism, and yes, we've been hand in hand with that. We've been pricing in a few more interest rate hikes from the Fed and less interest rate cuts from the Fed later this year. Um, but then at the same time, we've also been getting all this AI optimism. Like you had this massive rally in Nvidia last week, which helped the S&P 500. Well, helped the Nasdaq. Just let me just quickly show you the Nasdaq. If it's going to load, that is. Internet's been a bit naff recently. Well, let's just stay with the S&P 500. Nasdaq's been surging basically amid optimism that these breakthrough generative AI technologies are going to deliver a lot of value to big tech companies in the coming, well, decades really. So that's supporting the market as well. And I'm thinking these trends probably going to continue, which could probably keep the S&P 500 grinding higher within the bounds of this trend channel, which is why I'm thinking maybe buying that dip if we were to fall back below 4,150 or back to that kind of area. In terms of what we got this week that could impact sentiment, now again, now the internet's working. Um, Today, we've just had the US consumer confidence report, which was a little bit better than expected, but hasn't impacted market sentiment too much because we've got a lot of important jobs data coming out this week. The job openings for, I believe that would be April, expected to fall to 9.41 million. So this is showing that labour demand is weakening. But for now, still strong enough because this is still well above the number of unemployed people in the US, 9.41 million, if it came in as expected, that is. Um, then ISM manufacturing PMI expected to be weak. We know the manufacturing sector in the US is suffering at the moment. Unemployment claims expected to rise a little bit, but that's still a decent number, 236,000. ADP non-farm employment change as well, one day ahead of the official US jobs report, which is expected to show the rate of job gains in the US slowing to 191,000 from 253,000 last month. But 191,000 is still good. And a 3.5% unemployment rate, yes, might be a 0.1% jump from the month before, but that's still strong. And average hourly earnings growth 0.3%. I mean, that would be an improvement. That's less inflationary, but it's still consistent with inflation above 2%. So this economic data probably going to be in fitting with the recent narrative that the labour market remains strong. And yeah, if there's not any too big changes to the narrative, then yeah, I think we're going to continue going higher within this trend channel pretty much. But yeah, guys, hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope you all found it informative, and I will see you all in the next one.